Broadcasting from somewhere in the Hollywood Hills.
You have arrived. We are Nick and Desiree's Infinite Dance Cast.
Dance Cast.
We are dance all day, every day, all the time. Make sure you follow us on Twitter at iDanceCast, at Desiree Robbins, or at Nick Draga.
We are available on iTunes. You can check us out on the web at infinitedancecast.com. Each and every single one of our episodes are free and available to download online for your listening pleasure. Now, you have to go to iTunes, check out the last 50, because the first 50 are on infinitedancecast.com.
Correct.
Because
it doesn't hold more than that, I guess.
It doesn't hold more, or it won't hold more?
I don't know.
Well,
I want to go with it can't hold more.
Well, I guess like what
what she
famous
said.
Philosopher Mick Jagger once said, you can't always get what you want.
Well, there you go. That is the truth.
All right, so we're back in the saddle again after a short hiatus.
Yeah.
Yeah, or is that the plant?
No, that's a hibiscus.
You're not supposed to eat hibiscus.
Well, why would you eat one?
I think, well, my mom said they were poisonous.
Well, that's a good reason to not eat it. I don't usually go around and just pick flowers and eat them.
Well, I mean, you could if you're in the woods.
Well, okay. Some are edible. You are correct.
In a survival situation.
Correct.
You have some edible plants out there.
Oh, I do. Yes. Yes.
So this is our second shot at recording this episode. I have to tell the people.
Are you going to tell them that we were awesome, but he didn't push record.
Whoops.
So this is deja vu.
I'm not a producer on this show.
Basically.
It's not my fault.
And been traveling a lot.
Yeah, you've been traveling a lot, teaching.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, we just were passing each other in Kansas.
That's right. I was in Kansas City. They got some crazy little women there. Well, they're crazy everywhere.
Are they little?
They're little. They're very tiny people. It's very strange. I guess the song is true. You know? So I have to talk about real quick my Ukrainian roommate.
Yes.
Tatiana and Max. I had two of them.
Yes.
They're from Ukraine. Came here to study dance. And Max is gone. He went home. But Tatiana, who we call Tanya, was so excited. I have to say this, as Americans, we get sometimes take things for granted. Jaded, take things for granted. Because she was out here like, Nick, the classes all day, just amazing, Nick. Nick, I can't believe it. I don't know why I make her sound like that. It doesn't sound like her at all.
It really gives the effect of her being a foreigner.
Yeah, because they just don't have the same opportunities out there in Ukraine as we do here. And she was telling me a lot about that and you know, how things are sometimes really shady out there.
I believe it.
Yeah.
It's wonderful that she has a place and someone like you that's been in the business and around the business that knows the ins and outs. You know, take this class, I wouldn't take from them.
Right. Well, and it just goes to show you that connections are everything. A friend of mine who I went to college with, Christina Marshall, who lives in Canada, knows Tanya and told Tanya, if you need a place, you know.
That's great.
You know.
That's great.
So, yeah, it was cool. It was cool. And, so she's here and studying, and I taught her how to drive the other day.
Your car?
No way, dude. No one gets in my car.
I was like, wow, that's big stuff.
Nobody gets in my car. I took her to Rent-A-Wreck.
There you go.
Yeah, it's great.
It's very cheap.
She didn't ask any questions. He probably should have, because she doesn't know how to drive. But she's learning. She's doing good.
Well, that's okay. What about the walk? What about Courtney?
Courtney Galliano's Beat MS Dance Walk was fantastic. Their goal was to raise $50,000. They raised over $60,000.
That's awesome.
A lot of people showed up. The Who's Who, Adam Shankman was there. The fantastic Michael Rooney, who I really want to get on the show. All the girls from Hit the Floor on VH1. So You Think You Can Dance was there. Chris Moss was there. So it was good. I was the surrogate boyfriend to Courtney Galliano because at Michael Riccio was out of town being a superstar doing Next Star, a Canadian TV show. He's like being like Mr. Choreographer, Artistic Director. So, but it was cool. Me and Mike had a team and we raised like $1,500. So hopefully we can triple that next year.
That's awesome.
But it was cool, man. It was awesome. It was a lot of fun. And I was down there in Santa Monica. And if you want to get involved,
I think it's important to let them know.
Yeah, just tweet Courtney at Courtney Galliano.
And that way, if she does another walk, you can come on out.
Come on out.
I mean, I imagine Bella wants you to come.
Bella wants you to come?
I mean, it can't be any better than that. But certainly she'll do another one. And so if you could make it work on your trip out to California to, get involved in something like this, I think that would be really special.
Yeah, the common denominator between Courtney's deal and the Ukrainians is that they're not taking anything for granted. Mm-hmm. You know, they've been put in a situation that they cannot control. So they're going to make the best of it.
Right.
So Tanya's going to come to America and study dance. Courtney's going to do her MS walk, and she's going to really be a poster child for people who are suffering from this and battling every single day.
Yeah.
I mean, you should see some of these people with MS. They come and they're just like the happiest people in the entire world.
Right.
Nothing is raining on their parade.
It's amazing.
And it is absolutely amazing. Because I wake up and I'm like, I don't want to go to the gym. Well, you know what, Nick? Shut up and go to the gym because
you can.
Because you can. Yeah, and I think that's the biggest lesson that we can take away from all of this.
Right.
You know, and especially Courtney being a dancer, I mean, her attitude towards the whole thing is fantastic. And I can imagine it's very difficult for her internally to keep that up.
How can it not be? Of course.
But you know what? She's doing so good, and we're just all so proud to be a part of her journey. So,
what about our show guest?
Oh, our show guest, Miss Dakota from Gypsy Rose is here. She's got a brand new show playing at Harvell's in Santa Monica each and every month. We're going to have her talk to you about what she has to offer. There's a lot of shows out here. You have a lot of options when you go to burlesque shows.
Right.
And this is one of them. And Harvell's is a great venue for her. She's got a lot of things going on. And we're excited to talk to her and see what she's
I'm excited. It'll be nice to hear what her twist on this is.
Oh yeah. And you can only tell it's Miss Dakota's Gypsy Rose.
I mean, come on.
Come on, baby.
Hey, come on.
Boom shakalaka. Okay, what we got? Movie picks.
All right, we got movie picks. This movie pick was one, I probably saw it when I was too young to see it, but it had such great dancing and it was about Bob Fosse. So it is entitled All That Jazz. All That Jazz is a 1979 American musical film directed by Bob Fosse. Fosse is a semi-autobiographical fantasy based on aspects of Fosse's life and career as a dancer, choreographer, and director.
They say semi in case it's like something weird in there. They're like, no, that wasn't me.
The film was inspired by Bob Fosse's manic effort to edit his film Lenny, which was real, while simultaneously staging the 1975 Broadway musical Chicago.
It's like
Inception. So that was really going on at the time. It borrows its title from the Candor and the Ebb tune All That Jazz, which everybody knows. I think everybody's danced to that.
Oh, yeah.
Basically, that's the plot. It's him working on these two projects, watching him balance that.
And there's a surgery in there.
And then he smokes too much and he sleeps with all the women. He's a big womanizer. And then he has a cardiac arrest and he has to have heart surgery. So he's starting to get visions from the angel of death. Of course, she's beautiful.
Yeah, sounds like my ex-girlfriend's.
And during his operation, those dance scenes are pretty amazing.
Well, you do some pretty crazy stuff whenever you're under anesthesia.
So he's on the anesthetic and all these, and so it's very interesting. It's a great film. It's not for all ages. It would definitely have to be high school or above.
Okay, so they don't come out with a 3D version. I hope.
Oh gosh, no.
My pick is the August 29th, 1935 release of Top Hat, starring Fred Astaire and Ginger Rogers. Jerry Travers, played by Fred Astaire, comes to London to star in a show produced by Horace Hardwick. And while practicing his tap dance routine in his hotel room, he disturbs his neighbor below, Dale, who is a girl, Ginger Rogers, while he's tap dancing. She runs upstairs and she's like, you stop tap dancing, you stop tap dancing, like a girl would. Stop doing what you like to do. And then he falls in love. And then it's a cat and mouse. It's every RKO picture you've ever seen, but it's all fantastic, so romantic, and it's about love, and so you know it's fiction. Top Hat, White Tie and Tails was probably Fred Astaire's most celebrated tap solo of his career. So go check that out on YouTube, at least if you haven't seen it. The film was nominated for the Academy Award for Best Picture, Art Direction, Original Song, Dance Direction, and man, this is just an awesome movie. I mean, it's just absolutely awesome. Now, if you go watch it, there was a 78-minute version of the film released by RKO in 1953. It's still around, but they cut a lot of the dance scenes, so make sure you get the real one. The 2-minute dance number of Piccolino was filmed in one take. It earned $3 million at the box office, was a giant amount at the time, and more than any other film in 1935. It outgrossed Mutiny on the Bounty, and it's one of the productions attributed to saving RKO from bankruptcy, other than King Kong. So that was a very, very big deal. Fred Astaire and Ginger Rogers would appear together at least 10 times on film together. This is the first screenplay that was written specifically for them.
Wow.
And it's just an awesome one. You gotta go. You really have to go check it out. Yeah, man. It's awesome. Nick and Desiree's Infinite Dance Cast. We'll be right back. Miss Dakota.
Flow 40 Dance Workshops is the nation's premier in-house dance experience. We come to you and offer dancers a personalized workshop in the comfort of their own studio. Build a customized schedule to best suit your student needs. Our faculty work in every facet of the entertainment industry. And now, for a limited time, Desiree Robbins is in the mix. Book her for your next workshop. We're available for booking year-round. Visit flow40dance.com or call 818-985-7005 for more information. Flow 40 Dance Workshops. Work hard, dance strong.
Hey, welcome back. We are Nick and Desiree's Infinite Dance Cast.
Dance Cast.
We are dance all day, every day, all the time. Make sure you follow us on Twitter at iDanceCast, at Nick Drago, or at Desiree Robbins.
Is it hot in here, or because of our next guest, or is it because I have what doctors call hyperhidrosis? Well, it's probably a little bit of both. Joining us now in the studio is the creator and star of LA's hottest new burlesque show, Miss Dakota's Gypsy Rose, that shows once a month in Santa Monica at Harvell's. You've heard of people putting irons in the fire? Well, ladies and gentlemen, this woman here today has skipped the fire and gone straight to the welding torch. She has performed with Prince, George Michael, Maroon 5, Josh Groban, and a man who unofficially inspired the Bieber cut, Enrique Iglesias. You've seen her in Collateral with Tom Cruise in television shows including All of Us, Greek, The Doctors, The Carson Daly Show, Good Day LA, The Emmys, Oprah, and The Tonight Show with Jay Leno. And if that's not enough for you, I hear she's also a DJ. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the show the very tenacious Miss Dakota Ferreiro.
Yeah, very nice.
Woo!
Hey,
Welcome.
intro.
How's it going? Oh man, awesome. We're super excited to have you here. I got a chance to see your show
I know.
last time.
I know. What a surprise.
Absolutely loved it.
I'm like, it's Nick.
Yeah, I mean, I was like,
So did you know he was coming?
No.
It's a surprise.
Well,
it was.
Yeah, a friend, one of your dancers, Melissa Legaspi, in the show, is a friend of mine, so I went to go check out the show, and I knew
And
you,
Linda brought you.
And Linda.
Linda.
I saw Linda. Linda was the first one in line, and I
Yes.
walked up, and I was like, "Are you the first one in line?" She said, "Yes."
I love
Are
it.
you here alone? I was like, "Me too. We're sitting together." But it's a fun show. It's really cool.
How did you get the concept and start on this? I mean, let's start with that.
Yeah.
Well,
She's like,
burlesque. Well, I've been doing burlesque for 10 years, and then I started producing, so I kind of did the behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Created a show in Puerto Rico, but I was not in the show.
Oh, you said it, and then yeah.
And then I came back and had a dance troupe, the Burlesque All-Stars, and I was doing a lot of
Very
the
cool.
behind the scenes.
Yeah.
And then I took a step back and I said, well, maybe it's time I actually do a show where I'm in the show before, you
Yeah.
know, stuff starts to sag and whatnot. So thinking about burlesque traditionally, it's almost a variety show.
Right.
Act after act after act, lead person.
Right.
But because of my dance background, I'm inspired by Broadway and kind of the transitions and a full production. So
Yeah.
I wanted it to be a little bit more higher production value
Yeah.
than just a bunch of variety acts and then
So they kind of connect and intertwine.
Yeah,
and
so that
you're
there's
taking us through a journey.
a little journey. Was it a
That's a
journey?
journey.
Nick?
Yeah, it
Were
was
you on a
fantastic.
journey?
Oh, I was,
Or in
I
a
was,
fantastic
I was
voyage?
down a fantastic voyage.
Fantastic voyage.
Yeah, like I was going to look over and Coolio was going to be sitting next to me. It was going to be awesome. It was great. No, it was a lot of fun, and it's one of those shows. Like I got pulled up when I went to the Ice Capades once when I was a kid, and I got really nervous because like I didn't want to be like on stage. You know what I mean? Like you're in the mix, so
Yeah.
you do get a little nerve. Well, I got a little nervous, but it's
You were
also
a lot nervous, be honest.
well, because Miss Dakota, you're a great performer, and like
Thank
you'd
you.
come by and she'd do this slap guy, or she'd like not slap him hard, but like just kind of
You have given us a whole
like
new picture
like a
of this.
burlesque show would be.
Burlesque UFC.
Yeah, it's like flirty. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So it's a
yes.
lot of fun, and it is a variety. You have a guy doing silks. Oh,
Yeah.
it's
No.
a secret. It's a secret.
Oh, no, it's not a secret.
Okay.
That's Antonio Martinez. And
Antonio, he's a great dancer.
Mm-hmm.
Great dancer. Okay, yeah. So, tell us a little bit about your cast. So, you have how many girls do you have in the show, and how long does the show run? Like, what can we expect when we come to see your show?
Don't expect anything.
Don't expect
Just
anything.
come. No, just expect nothing. We just stand there.
But you're all pretty, so it's okay.
Yeah, so that would be good.
Yeah. Well, I did want to make sure that the dancers were all professional dancers, like I said, instead of the traditional burlesque where it's more character, which that's fine too.
Right.
That's just not my background. We have Melissa Legaspi, as you know, who's fantastic, and this is the first time I'm working with her. Brittany O'Connor, if you know, who's our little prima ballerina.
Yep.
Linnea Brown. Who else do we have? Elise Palambaro, and we have Lizzie Richardson, and we also have Monica Lopez. And actually, Monica was my featured dancer in the show I produced in Puerto Rico.
Oh, good.
So she just moved here like 2 months ago. She's like, "Mama, I need a job." Okay.
I love it.
And Antonia Martinez is kind of our little special guest.
Right.
And Tanya Kay is our host / special act.
Mm-hmm.
So we
wink, wink.
Really,
She's
I love
funny.
it.
She's amazing.
How do you audition for people for this? I mean,
we
is
have a lot
it
of-
a hard thing, or do you find it's easy to take dancers that have been trained and morph them into what you need them to be?
Well, actually, Michael Pena is our choreographer, and this is also the first production where I'm not doing everything by myself, because I've been the costume designer, the choreographer, the musical director, and all those things. And now
You wore a lot of hats.
yeah, and now I'm just like, Jesus, I just want to dance.
I just want to dance, Mom.
and take my clothes off at the same time. But with Michael, I brought him in, and he just saw what the vision was, and my partner Abby Puanani from LA Dollhouse is the co-producer, so we kind of came in and they're kind of the backbone, and he knows exactly. I really want professional dancers. They're more of the dance of the show, and I'm more of the burlesque.
Okay.
So it's not every act isn't striptease.
Okay. I see.
Yeah.
So it's not oversaturated. By the third act, you're like, oh my God, they're naked again.
Right.
Yeah.
You kind of already seen it if you do it. If it's always,
Like
It's not like
Freak Show
Vegas
was.
where the curtain comes up and they're already
and they're
naked.
like naked.
Yeah. There's nothing like to don't want this to sound dirty, but look forward to. And you have
Right.
to take the audience on that roller coaster. And also, we have to say that you don't get nude. It's not like you're not
Full strip down. It's not.
right.
No.
Right.
not
So
the
we just
full
want to make
on.
sure that the audience
Disney
understands.
burlesque.
Yeah, but it's sexy. But it's like what I like is right up to the line, and then they bring it back, and then right up to the line, they bring it back, which is a nice journey for the audience. And I mean
think
that as a
so.
compliment, So, okay, we're on to our first break. That was quick. Don't worry, we're gonna come right back with Miss Dakota Ferreiro. Right? Is that good?
Good.
Thank you, Desiree's Infinite Dance Cast. We'll be right back.
App Gravity is the fastest, most powerful way to search for Android apps. Getting started is easy. Simply enter the name of an app, and in just one tap, you're ready to install. Feeling adventurous? Search for something broad like productivity or travel, and use our filters to personalize your search, helping you find exactly what you need. App Gravity is the search engine that puts you in control. It's no wonder the next web said App Gravity is like a better Google search for Android apps. App Gravity, delivering the fastest, most relevant app results.
What's up? This is Kenny Wormald, and you're listening to Nick and Desiree's Infinite Dance Cast, my favorite dance cast.
Hey, welcome back. We are Nick and Desiree's Infinite Dance Cast.
Dance Cast.
We are dance all day, every day, all the time. Make sure you follow us on Twitter at iDanceCast, at Nick Drago, or at Desiree Robbins.
And you can follow this wonderful lady at Dakota Dancer, and that's DAKOTA Dancer. You're also on Facebook, Miss Dakota Burlesque. Website is Miss Dakota, MISSDakota.com. And we'll let them get to that, and then we'll give them the YouTube and the Instagram in a bit. So MissDakota.com is where we go to get all the updates on your goings-ons. Yeah.
Everything.
I mean, you have a lot going on.
Everything.
Tell us about your burlesque body. But not your
My
burlesque body, but your burlesque body
my
workout.
Right, yeah, burlesque body workout. Yeah.
And how everyone else can get one.
Yes.
You need to shake it, and then you need to shake
it
it some
harder.
more. And burlesque body actually started like 7 years ago when I was doing 40 Deuce, and it was really just kind of a response to, it's kind of a cliche, but a response to women clientele asking, how do I dance like that? And how do I get your body? And I was like, do this. I was just going to curse. Do this 4 nights a week, you know?
Right.
And then I was like, actually, that's all I really do.
Right.
So I put it into a workout
Makes
kind
sense.
of format. And I was like, here it is. And it's like a lot of fun. And started teaching it at Equinox. And then it was taught throughout the country. And I've done workshops and
Okay.
still trying to get the DVD done. Little hiccups in the road with that, but it's still in the works. So.
And are you still teaching burlesque body workout?
I do burlesque workshops, and we're really pushing for the DVD, but I'm back at Equinox because I took a break because I was traveling a lot, so it's coming back probably January.
And it's like you do burlesque for the full class.
Yeah, we're just shaking. It's a lot of shaking, that's
Yeah.
for sure. It's really fun. It's not, I guess, bend over and this is how you're gonna get sexy.
Right, it's not the Carmen
It's
Electra workout.
Yeah, because you're actually sweating and working out. So I'm a dancer, so
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's really dance, burlesque, and lots of shaking and moving and keeping it simple and fun and working out.
Right.
And you can check that out if you search burlesque body on YouTube. That's your YouTube
That's the
channel.
full YouTube page, and there's all kinds of stuff more than just the workout. But
Let's give them your Instagram.
Everybody needs that. A little more shaking in their life.
Miss Dakota Nicole. And there's no H in that Nicole.
No H.
Nicole, baby. So let's talk about where you were born and raised. Bronx, New York.
the Bronx,
Baby.
Wow, what brought you here? Well, you
Hello.
went to Puerto Rico.
Hollywood.
Oh, was it calling?
Hollywood.
Was it calling?
Yeah. Well, I actually signed with Bobby Ball back in the day.
Oh, BBA,
In
baby.
New York.
BB.
So I was just like, well, I guess it's time to go to LA.
Well, so then did you study technical dance when you were growing up?
I actually studied with a fabulous instructor, and Russian ballet was my real focus and base of my training.
Mm-hmm.
Russian ballet, jazz. I really wanted to be on Broadway, really. And then I signed with BBA and came to Hollywood, and I was doing videos
You're like, wait a minute.
So, did you ever do a job on Broadway?
on Broadway, but not in a Broadway show.
Got it. Okay.
That counts. That counts. Still on Broadway.
It was on Broadway.
So you came to Los Angeles, never left. Did you still have aspirations to one day do Broadway?
Yeah, it's always a possibility.
I feel like
I
you
never
could
rule
totally do
I never
Broadway.
rule anything out. So
And you're a singer as well?
I can hold a note, but that was my big fear with Broadway was like, oh, I need to sing in front of people.
It's so
But I
scary.
developed it. It's just really freaking scary.
Yeah.
But I'm breaking down that wall eventually.
Isn't that funny too when you see singers? They're like, they get into dance class and they're like really nervous, and then we have to go sing and we get really nervous.
Yes.
But we are very accepting when singers try to dance. We don't judge them. Mm-hmm. I feel like they
Yeah,
judge us.
they
though.
judge us.
They totally judge us.
I'm like, listen, come on now.
You haven't just done burlesque though. We have
No.
to name all these things you've done.
Oh, geez.
I'm just going to name a
Whoa.
few things, and you can.
Hi-
this
hi
is
list.
this is your life.
You know,
I
this
know.
is your life.
You have 2 pages. Some
Right.
people only have 1. Some people have half a page. Some people I just hold up a blank page.
That's okay too.
You've worked for Belvedere. You've been a celebrity guest on Rock of Love 2. You've worked with
Oh,
Shannon Elizabeth,
fun.
Victoria's Secret. You're on Bravo TV for the 40 Deuce reality show. You worked at Mandalay Bay, Casino in Las Vegas, Collateral with Tom Cruise, like we talked about. I mean, the list really goes on. Let's talk about a few of these because I can list these. But
Let's
they
have
won't
her
be-
pick. Her favorites.
Oh, okay.
Oh, my favorites. Well, obviously Prince is just
Yeah.
to be around in his vicinity.
Yeah, his.
If you're a dancer, you're like, I thought I was Darling Nikki when I was 4, and
Yeah,
my
of
father
course.
was like, "What?" And I'm like, "Shut the lights down. I'm gonna do a show. I knew a girl named Nikki." So he should have probably already known
He should have known.
where this career was going.
Right.
But and George Michael was that whole. We did the Flawless video for him, and it was a one take video with Michael Rooney.
Yeah.
God, I love that guy.
And oh my God, it was so much fun, and literally a one take video, which I've never done before. And it was
That's incredible.
And he was incredible. That was one of my most favorite jobs. So
So George Michael was awesome to work with, and of course Michael Rooney is fantastic.
amazing.
How was it to see those 2 guys working together? I feel like that would have been cool to watch.
He was so professional, and he just like came in, knew exactly where he's got to be, knew to do his thing, give his look at the camera. Everybody's dancing around him. He's like, "Yeah, I'm George Michael. What's up?"
Now,
And,
did-
what's up?
Now, in between,
Not that he has.
in between,
with the English accent.
in between
Yeah,
takes, though,
my
was he
God.
like? I always wonder, like, his beard is so perfectly groomed all the time.
He's kind of flawless, and the name
yeah.
of the song was Flawless. So.
Okay. Tell us about your time on Rock of Love too as a celebrity guest.
Well,
yes.
I was doing a burlesque demonstration.
Okay.
So it was actually a really funny and very popular episode because I did my burlesque dance in fishnets, people.
Right.
And then, of course, the challenge was for the dates to do their own burlesque dance. And,
girlfriend.
of course, the French girl that works in Vegas goes booty-ass naked. And the whole entire crew just like, shh. And
Wow.
everybody was just like, what? And they aired it with like blurs. And
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Thanks for that.
So what is that like having to
Wow.
judge these people? I mean, did you have to be harsh? I mean,
No, but then after they all, I had to kind of give them the, we don't really do that here.
Right.
That's not really burlesque. We had to, I had to kind of come on in and give them like the rules and like, let's just try to keep, that it's a tease. So we just tease. We're not actually trying to get pregnant.
Right.
But it was really funny.
Oh
So.
my gosh. Well, I imagine
But Brett Michaels is lovely.
Yeah.
Very professional and very lovely. So
well,
I
he's
mean,
a dad too. He's like
he's very professional. Like what you see on the outside,
right.
the perception of what he is in Rockstar. He's actually,
So
I guess,
normal.
yeah.
Do you find that most of these people, Maroon 5, Josh Groban, Enrique Iglesias, all these guys you've worked with, do you find that they mostly have the same characteristics, the professionalism, or have you had some doozies?
Actually, no. I've been really lucky, and it's very humbling because they're just artists. Like when you look at it, we're all in the same game. They all get it. Enrique gets it. Enrique doesn't like to be separated from the dancers. He's like, "Where's everybody going?"
Oh, that's cool.
And I think Josh Groban's, everybody appreciates it. This is what makes the show happen, the actual performance happen. So I think everybody that I've worked with so far, I don't have anything bad to say.
In most of these gigs, you've done as a burlesque dancer, an act, yeah?
Not for the artists, but most of the TV shows. Carson Daly, I was a guest performer, just came on to give a little shake.
Yeah,
Give him
yeah.
a shake.
And isn't that interesting though? Like as aspiring dancers listen to the show, that's sometimes all you have to do. Just because you're working as a dancer doesn't mean you have to do an 8.5 minute number every time. Sometimes you just give a little shake.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, it's, I feel lucky to do burlesque actually, and it's been like the gift of being your own artist.
Right.
And I don't think a lot of dancers really get to experience that because you're always part of a troupe or an ensemble. You're taught to be behind somebody, taught to be part of something.
Right.
And this gives you kind of an outlet to express. You can do whatever you want, really. You can create your act, your number, your costume, how you interact, what you do, how far you go, or, and for a dancer, it's you're now an artist in your own right.
And that's exactly
that's your niche.
And that's exactly what you're doing with your show. And we want to make sure we remind people to go to Miss Dakota's Gypsy Rose, Harvell's in Santa Monica.
Yes.
And that's at 1432 4th Street, Santa Monica. It's once a month. Go check this show out. Get your tickets online first, right?
Yes, go to MissDakota.com. The tickets are only $20, so everybody can afford that.
Yes.
And you're supporting talent in LA.
Yeah. And go check out MissDakota.com
Live
for all the dates.
performance.
Miss Dakota, thank you for coming
Thank
by.
you.
Quick and easy, baby. I know.
Jazz hands.
But you keep us informed with how things are going with this show. I know I'm going back. Desiree, you gotta go.
go.
Janae, we're gonna go. It's gonna be hilarious.
Bella.
Hilariously fun to watch me sweat. All right, Miss Dakota, thank you so much.
Thank you.
This is Nick and Desiree's Infinite Dance Cast. We'll be right back.
Are you a dance company, teacher, choreographer, producer, or director looking to market yourself for your current projects?
Do you need just a little extra push to get the word out?
The answer is yes, Desiree. They do.
Nick, how do you know what they need?
I know our listeners. They need our help to spread the word about their shows, projects, and whatever else they have going on. And guess what, Desiree?
What, Nick?
It just so happens that we have the airtime just for them.
That's right. We have ad space available for you. We have both 30 and 60-second spots available for you.
Get the word out to the entire United States and countless countless other countries. Did he just say countless other countries? Yes, he did. Infinite Dance Cast has audiences all across the world, including Canada, China, Japan, the United Kingdom, Switzerland, Germany, Austria, Romania, Australia, Denmark, Brazil, the Philippines, Mexico, and more. But I won't say the others because they're too hard to pronounce.
Email us at info@infinitedancecast.com for more details. Subject line, advertise.
Nick and Desiree's Infinite Dance Cast, giving you a voice worldwide.
This is Francis Manzo, and you're listening to Nick and Desiree's Infinite Dance Cast.
Dance Cast.
Hello. We are Nick and Desiree's Infinite Dance Cast.
Dance Cast.
We are dance all day, every day, all the time. Make sure you follow us on Twitter at iDanceCast, at Nick Drago, or at Desiree Robbins.
And you can follow our last guest at Dakota Dancer on Twitter. MissDakota.com to check out all her news and notes regarding her shows and goings-ons in the industry. They also have
the bits and beans.
And they have a show coming
and
up.
everything. She has her show this Thursday.
17th at Harvell's.
The 17th at
Harvell's.
Harvell's.
In Santa Monica.
In Santa Monica.
They're cool bartenders there, too. I said that last time. I said, let me get a martini. Dirty. And a highball. Because I don't like the martini glass.
I get you.
I feel weird. I'm not wearing a tux, so I shouldn't be drinking one, you know?
Yeah.
Anyway. So that's that. That's fantastic.
That's fantastic.
What else? I had something else to say to you.
Did you?
Well, I can't find my notes.
Well, I'm going to say this. Most of the registration for Dance League is up and running.
Cool.
And there's a lot of specials going on right now. So if you have not gotten on our website, join our mailing list so you know what's going on. You can get those discounts. And like I said, I do believe we've opened maybe 4 of the cities already.
I do declare.
And I also have added a championship for the summer, July 12, 13, 14.
A championship?
A championship. I am not calling it nationals. It's a championship.
Sweet. Okay, so we do have to steroid test them afterwards.
Yes.
Okay.
Probably before.
Probably before and after. Immediately after.
Immediately following their exit of the stage, they have to pee in the cup.
We won't be
kidding.
doing it. We won't be doing it.
Anyway, that one's going to be in Orange County.
Oh, good.
Right
cool.
near South Coast Plaza.
I'm surprised you're not going to do it in Austria.
No, that is my hometown, not Austria.
Hey, do you want to do Dance League one day internationally?
Yes.
You should totally do that.
Yeah.
Well, obviously, you've thought of that. You're looking at me like, Nick, why would I not think of that? Well, you're right. So you getting pretty excited?
Yes, I am.
Good.
I am really excited. It's a little nerve-wracking.
Well, of course.
A lot to do, but my life always is.
Yeah, I mean,
it's not like it's much different.
Every time Desiree calls me, it's like, hey, Desiree, how you doing? Oh, man. And then she'll go through her thing, and she's like, how are you? I was like, oh, man.
I know.
But it's okay. That's good.
Yeah.
We must work. So
it's good for us.
Good. Well, that's very exciting. So go follow them on Twitter, Instagram. What's the Instagram? You have an Instagram.
At Dance League.
Janae's furiously checking.
And our Twitter is at the Dance League.
So Twitter is at the Dance League, and our Instagram is at Dance League.
What are those cookies that the Girl Scouts sell? Samoas. The Samoas. They haven't.
Thin Mint.
No, I don't want those. I want the Samoas, and they have the coffee creamer in Samoa flavor now.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Who makes it?
I feel like it's Coffee Mate.
Oh, that makes sense.
Italian sweet cream. What else we got going on?
Well, I don't know.
Oh, I got something.
What?
I did an episode of Brooklyn Nine-Nine, so check that out.
What is that, by the way?
It's a TV show. It's a comedy.
Okay, I
like
like.
Andy Samberg.
So sorry.
Desiree, are you okay? You're all choked up over here. I know. I found it.
Well, you're giving me like very TV show.
Comedy.
Instead of elaborating on it.
It's a TV show with Andy Samberg, Terry Crews, and a couple of great other people, and they're cops at a Brooklyn Police Department.
Okay.
And actually got to work with Nicole Berger.
Okay.
Who's also a teacher at AMDA. And she put us in a onesie, man-baby outfit. So make sure you watch out for that.
What are you?
I'm a man-baby. A royal man-baby. I'm wearing a onesie.
And why? In the scene.
That's the bit. You're just going to have to watch the show.
Oh, my God.
And all I did was walk around for 6 hours in a onesie. I mean, it's hard to pee in that thing.
I'd imagine.
And the whole joke was some guys were wearing diapers. And the whole joke was, well, you wearing a diaper, go ahead. But don't do that because it's Hollywood. It's not a real diaper. So anyway.
I doubt it. I could have peed.
It's pretty bad. So I sent a picture to Lisa, my agent, and was like, thank you, Lisa. Thank you.
Thank you. What color was yours?
It was baby blue, of course.
Nice.
Things are really looking up in my life, you know?
Sounds like it.
Yeah.
Sounds like it.
All right.
I saw a really good movie last night.
What'd you see?
The End.
Oh, this is the end?
This is the end?
Yeah, I saw that the other day.
I liked it.
Did you?
I did.
Pretty gory.
It was very gory, but it was funny.
Yeah, it was pretty funny.
I mean, then the end got a little much, but I did like it.
Yeah.
I just did not think I was going to like it at all. But the gore was rough for me, like people's heads squashing off and blood gushing.
Yeah. But Jonah Hill and all those guys are so funny.
Oh my gosh, they're
hey,
so
you want to Scarface
funny.
it? Let's Scarface.
I just love how they the personalities that they have in the film.
Yeah, and Rihanna and Michael Cera and all those people made a cameo.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a funny movie. That's pretty good.
It was pretty good.
I
Well,
don't think I've seen any good movies.
no.
Kind of ran out of stuff to talk about. Huh?
I'm going to see Gravity.
Oh, yeah, no, that looks great.
I have not seen one bad review.
Captain Phillips also looks good.
Oh, yeah.
With Tom Hanks.
Yes.
With the Hankmeister.
You know Tom. It's hard for him to make a bad movie.
Talked to our good friend Dave Lagana anytime lately?
Me? You're the one. You would more than I would.
Called me and asked me if I was going to Bound for Glory in San Diego on the 18th. You want to go? It's a pay-per-view.
Are you asking me or he asked you?
He asked me if I was going. Then I'm asking you if you want to go.
On the 18th, I can't. It's my niece's birthday.
Oh, yeah. Likely story. Who? Lexi? Whatever.
She's turning 13.
Oh, man. That's no good.
That's not good.
Janae, how you doing? You doing any auditions lately?
No, not really. There's one today, but the work dates weren't going to work for my
What is it?
schedule.
What was it?
It was for Aladdin in Disneyland.
Oh,
the
yeah.
Aladdin show.
Yeah, yeah.
There was, last Friday, there was, I think, about 5 auditions going on, and they were all around the same time, so people were having to choose.
Yeah, I got called on the one for, it was for, what was it for? It was for New Skin. I did that a few years ago with our good friend Michelle Zeitland.
Yes.
Okay.
And this one was a Bonnie story, but I showed up and literally they were all like 16 years old.
Yeah, Angela went to that one.
Dude, I had to get out of there. And also it was weird because I'm not going to name who it was because I don't want to, it's a conflict of interest, but one of the agents was there, which I thought was a little strange to me. I haven't seen that before. Like a dance agent was there at the table auditioning.
Oh.
So it's all good. Like that's not the reason I left. The reason I left is because I felt extremely out of place and I, don't like to dance. So that's why I left. But anyways.
That does seem odd though.
It was a little weird, but man, what a cattle call.
Mm-hmm.
What a cattle call.
Yeah.
The trick is in dance world, you got to get those commercial calls where you show up and then you go.
You have a time.
Yeah, you have a time, you learn your little combo and then you leave. Or you just go in and freestyle and you leave. You know what I mean? Because that's the thing. What I don't understand why it takes them so long. Why do we have to go to an 8-hour audition? Why do you have to go to an 8-hour audition?
Yeah.
Like, why are these auditions so long? It's ridiculous.
Well, and at the New Skin one, the choreographer said something about how she didn't want to typecast because she knows that dancers don't usually like it or something, and she asked if they wanted to be typecast, and they said yes.
Yeah.
So she said, okay, we'll do a little typecast, and their typecast was across the floor combinations. They did 3, I think.
Yeah.
And
They cut 3?
They did 3 combinations across the floor, and then they typecasted.
And that was
from
typecast?
that.
Yeah, it's a little strange. I mean, well, that's what happens when they call in just a random amount of people. Like, you have to make a decision. How tall do you want these dancers? What are you looking for? Like, you know what I mean? So, but I mean, that's the other thing. I mean, but it's my choice also to leave. So I did leave. So I can't fault them for that. So if that's how they want to do it, then that's fine. But I know I'm at a point in my life where I'm not going to stay around for that. I'd rather just go, and they don't know. Oh, that's our show. We didn't mean to complain at the end there. Whoops. It's life.
It's not complaining. It was good information for people.
Yeah, I mean, this is how it goes. It's not all hunky-dory rainbows and sunshine, lollipop, lavender.
No.
We want to send a special thank you to our producers, Michael Bacon on My Bacon Benicos and Janae Midwest City Mercedes for producing our show.
Remember, each and every one of our episodes is free for download to your smartphone and where else?
An Android device?
You can do Android. Your smartphone device, I guess is what I want to say. Check out some of our first episodes. Any of those interviews you've missed, they're really great. And leave us a nice review.
Leave us a review.
Really appreciate it.
Most of all, we want to thank you, the listener, because remember, without you, only our mothers would be listening.
That was me crying.
We're
Nick and Desiree's Infinite Dance Cast.
We'll see you next week.